Joining me now is the former Director of National Intelligence, retired Air Force General James Clapper. General, the White House says that President Putin might visit Washington and meet with President Trump in the fall. What's your take on that idea?
Well, I guess I kind of have the same nonplussed reaction as Dan Coates did. Not quite sure what to make of it. I mean, there should be dialogue between the two countries. I guess the issue is the content of that dialogue, and we're still trying to get our heads around the first encounter.
Speaking of the need for dialogue, there doesn't appear to have been any between the White House and the Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coates, when it comes to inviting Vladimir Putin to the White House. I covered your White House, I covered the Obama White House, and I would be stunned to find out something like that would have happened without you at least being informed of it, if not consulted.
Well, yes. This is clearly an unconventional, unorthodox White House. There's no question about that.
Obviously, no one knows what was said in that private meeting in Helsinki between Presidents Trump and Putin, except the respective translators. The Director of National Intelligence, Coates, said moments ago that a private meeting is not the way he would have done it, and he suggested that it is possible Putin recorded it. What do you think? Do you think that Putin, the Russians, the Finns, anyone might have recorded that conversation?
Oh, absolutely. I'm quite sure that, the Finns did. I've been amazed that their intelligence service didn't do that. And I'm quite sure that the Russians, for their part, have a very accurate accounting by some means or other of exactly what transpired in that private meeting.
Your successor, DNI Coates, said he would tell intelligence officials to put their heads down and do their jobs. How difficult is it for intelligence officials to do their jobs when they hear these types of comments from President Trump doubting their work openly?
Well, it's not helpful, obviously, but I don't think we overblow impacts on morale and that sort of thing. I think most people in the intelligence community, the rank and file, and the great men and women in the intelligence community are going to put their heads down, just as Dan Coates said, and do their job. And it's up to him, and that's why the position he's in is so important, as well as others like Chris Wray, the director of the FBI, to provide as much as they can, to the extent that they can, the top cover, so that the great work and the crucial work of the intelligence community can go on.
There's a New York Times story out saying that President Trump, when he was President-elect Trump, I believe, had been briefed by you and others about the direct involvement in the election cyber attacks and interference campaign by Vladimir Putin. You're quoted in that story. What do you want to say about that? What can you tell us?
Well, the fact that we briefed him, then President-elect Trump, on January 6th of 2017 about the Russian interference, and it was directed from the top, meaning Putin himself, is not a startling new revelation. This was the first key judgment in the unclassified intelligence community assessment that we issued that very same day. I do want to make clear, and I appreciate the opportunity to bring this up, that some of the things in that New York Times article are not accurate, and I don't want to be associated with confirming or denying anything that's in it. But I'll just say for right now that it's not completely accurate.
You're not going to go into detail. There was one very juicy tidbit about a source close to Putin being one of the intelligence sources in that New York Times story.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there. Can't affirm or deny any of that. What I have said, though, is if you want to have some sense of the fidelity and the confidence, and the reason why we had such high confidence in our findings is read the indictments that Special Counsel Mueller, the one in February on the Internet Research Agency, and the more recent one on the 12 GRU officers, to get some insight into why we had such high confidence. But I'm not confirming or denying any of the details in that article, New York Times article, because some of it was inaccurate.
General Clapper, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.